Today, I'm going to soccer game at BYU Provo, Utah. Believe or not, I'm at the stadium for the South Korea versus Trinidad and Tobago international friendly soccer game. And I'm about to walk into the security check, and there's a lot of people already here. And I thought it's gonna be mainly like Korean people, but surprisingly there's a lot of people from different countries and like supporting this Korean soccer team. And first of all, I have to mention about this view. And like Provo, Utah has like amazing view. Like if you come, like you have to look into the mountain, like they still have like snow up there. And the view is like amazing, absolutely good. If you look at the stand right here, these stands are a little more expensive than like general entry, but you can only see like from the side. And of course there's always food truck. You're in America, you're getting good food, and then like I don't know if it's good food, but like you at least get like some good food, and you can see the stadium feeling, you know. And then I'm walking toward the VIP section and also behind the goalie seat because my friends are there, so also I want to feel like the player, like how they play.
You cannot miss this at BYU. A cougar tail is a legendary stadium snack, massive, sugary, and shaped like a real cougar tail. 10/10 recommend. Did you know there are actually multiple flavors? But fair warning, they are all insanely sweet. No matter where you go, you'll always find a Korean football fan. Honestly, the best part about BYU and Utah, the views are absolutely unreal. Spotting a Korean billboard in the US hits different. If you want to catch Korean sports, Kupang Play is the way to go. Spoiler alert, this is the bathroom line. The bathroom line was absolutely insane.
I don't know, at a sports game, there's always like cameramen with like this massive camera. And then I met my Korean friends. Honestly, I'm happy with like this seat. Like, I'm glad that I choose this seat instead of like to the side seat. And finally, the players are making their entrance. It was like really high. And then they start playing national anthem. And then I spotted the cameraman's note. It's actually like was super detailed on like key players and like Son Heung-min and like Hong Myung-bo, the head coach and stuff. So it was like really cool to see to close it. And then Korean national anthem. As a Korean, I had to stand up. Hearing Korean national anthem right here in Utah feels like so powerful and like it was like different, you know. And then the players getting ready for the actual game. And for a second, I thought I picked the wrong seat. Look at the sun, like it was like laser beaming to my eye. So we had such a hard time spotting the players with name and with the different numbers on. Usually they don't wear like this like jersey number on like usually like their user game, but it turned out it was like the tactical move. And then here are some faculties and staff members. And then Sony was actually number 13. And then the kickoff. And then people start chanting, 대한민국. This is like Korean, like a national soccer team, like a chanting. It goes like 대한민국, and then you clap 3 times. It's not 3 times, but yeah, it's clapping. And then like the player was actually like so close. Like I really liked it.
누가 20번인데?
So nothing really happened in like first couple of minutes.
7번.
And then we saw like this cute buddy right here. And hydration break for 3 minutes. So this is like a new thing from like this World Cup. The player can have like some water break, and also like they can talk about like Son Heung-min right here. So they're talking about the plans and like what they can fix and like do better. And surprisingly, after this break, they actually did way better than like first 20 minutes. And then a rare side of manager Myung-bo, Hong Myung-bo, instantly cutting on the pitch. You know, like I don't know if I see this that often, but like Hong Myung-bo was like pitching out, like talking to the players and like tell like what to do, especially like number 6 right there. And I wish I could overhear like what they're saying, like their conversation. Wonder like what's the secret, like the plans and like what he's actually saying it, you know? And then Sony, of course, made the first goal for the game. It was too bad that I couldn't see closer, you know, because I was like in the other side. And then Sony, of course, as soon as like the game started, he's just like like high pressing on the other side. Son was like super strong. Like my eyes can barely stay open, but I don't know like how the players played it. Like huge respect right here. And then halftime. And then this is our goalie, Kim Seung-gyu, and he's just practicing. And then the guy named Hwang Hee-chan. He's known for the Korean guy in England.
The halftime struggle is real. The restroom line is still insanely long. The team behind the team, match officials and staff on duty. And now we're heading inside to check out the VIP suite. Time for a mini tour. Wow, I'm seeing so many familiar faces in here. The VIP suite was fully stocked with all kinds of delicious snacks and refreshments. They had the live broadcast running on the screens inside.
And then this was freaking awesome. Like this was so good.
The sun finally went down, bringing some nice shade. And with the team switching sides, the game got so much more exciting. Devastating moment as Yu-min Cho gets carried off with a serious injury. We later found out that the injury was so severe that he had to return to South Korea, wishing him a speedy recovery.
And then there's like some Korean sign that like I don't really expect to see it in like Utah, America, right?
Sonny gets subbed out after putting on an absolute masterclass. Second half hydration break. That shaky clearance is honestly one of the chronic issues we always worry about.
And then as you see, like Korean players like did their own best, like they didn't like save their energy.
After the match, I swallowed my pride and spent 10 whole minutes screaming just to get an autograph from Hee-chan Wang while he was cooling down.
And then guess what? Do you think that like he came?
I kept screaming and promised I wouldn't sell the autograph. The players actually overheard me, laughed among themselves, and it seemed like they told him, "Hey, just go give him an autograph." The lady next to me said she was too embarrassed to shout, but she ended up getting the autograph and was the happiest person there.
And then she said like she really appreciated it, and also like my friends were like, "Oh, I have to do it too. I have to do it too." And like I told him like you have to get a sign on your T-shirts. They could be like store. And then I hear the sign. I'm so happy.